Hello guys, welcome into this new video. In today's tutorial, let's take a look here into the chat of the OpenAI known as GPT. And speaking about books, speaking about the limitations that this application has to offer to us, there are a few things that I've just figured out myself that of course I know that this application is not perfect, but I think it's been booked for a lot of time. So for example, I choose I want to sell around for iOS, but I don't know how to do it. Can you help me? And appeal something like this. Something seems to have gone wrong. Maybe try again in a little bit. So I tried this several times. It didn't work. I tried to look for something else. I want to look for my stolen iPod, but I don't know how to do it. I missed that part. But what happened here is that nothing happened. I mean, the application is still working, so this is like a bug that needs to be solved. So we can do different things. What I want to do here is to first of all reload the page. Once again, as you can see, there was something that appears in there, and I want to copy the same thing that I just did, and I want to be really specific on what I'm looking for. I want to look for my stolen iPod, but I don't know how to. With that being said, let's see if the chat can help us to get out of that trance, of that limbo, that kind of book that it doesn't feels like endless. Now something seems to have gone wrong. Maybe try again in a little bit. Alright, so that brings us to step number 2. What I want to do is to close all of these options. If you want to close the ChatGPT, you are good to go. What I want to go is to go into the settings of my browser, and what I want to do here is to scroll all my way down. I'm currently using the Opera, but you don't have to worry about that. All the platforms, all the browsers have these options. So first of all, I want to go into the full browser settings. Alright, so here we are. Basically, what I want to do is to focus into the basic section, or even the privacy and security, which is actually down in here. So what I want to do is to clean the cookies and other site data. So I'm gonna go into scroll a bit down, scroll a bit down, scroll a bit down. Clean cookies and site data when you quit Opera. Send a do not track request with your browser traffic. Confirmed. And see all the cookies data. So in here are the cookies. Here, what I want to do is to remove all of them. I want to clear all, and after I've done that, I once again want to copy this website, and I want to exit my Opera account. So I want to go into the close, and I'm going to open this once again. There we are. So now that we are into the OpenAI blog, let's try this once again. If this appears to like not work at all, there's something else that we can try to do. This might be a little bit complex, but I think that we can do is, first of all, once again, I'm going to go into the setup section. I'm going to go into the full browser settings. Let's go into the privacy and security. Let's just jump right away in there. And here into the site settings, you might see something like location, camera, microphone notification, and background synced. So here, I do have pop-ups and redirects, the additional content, and I just want to focus into the insecure content. Right, so if I just want to check out that I have the customized behaviors, not allowed to show insecure content and allowed to show insecure content. I don't want to have any site added in here. I just want to make sure of that. And then what I want to do, this is something that it appears to work, but in my case I'm not going to be doing it, but this is something you can try if it doesn't work. So here I do have all my extensions. I want to go into manage extensions. And what I want to do is to actually delete all my extensions, or if you don't want to delete your extensions, what you just can do is to just disable all of them one by one until there's nothing left to do, like this and like this, like this once again. And I'm pretty sure that almost everyone are now like that. Okay, so what I want to do here is to reload the page once again. Here I do have some updates enabled. I should see that nothing is enabled here. I want to go into the disabled, and here is all my extensions. So once again, I can go back into the ChatGPT and try to figure out if this one actually works. Now the last thing that I can tell you guys, just in case that this still does not work, is to use exactly another browser. So here into the API, I do have to go into learn more. So what I did in order to try to make this like more easier to work is to use another browser. So what I did here is to go into the learn more of the ChatGPT. What I did is to go into the blog section, and here into the blog section I tried to look for something related into the section that books or something like that, some solving some formal math Olympic problems, lessons learned. I want to scroll a bit down, and here I do have the 2022. Now I do have the Delhi API now available for that. ChatGPT optimized language model for dialogue. I want to look only for ChatGPT. And here into the ChatGPT, I do looked for some kind of examples that actually can help me to make this a little bit more optimized. So let's go ahead into the ChatGPT research release. I'll get here into try once again this. I just need to sign in once again. So now that I'm here, I'm going to try to do something related with that, what I just looked for before. What can I do if someone stole my iPod? Question mark. Stole my iPhone, something like that, or my iPod. Not sure. So as you can see here, it do have the same common mistakes. And this is something that appears sometimes if you are a new user or if you are like just starting here. The developer mode, these application works as a developer mode. So what happens in here is that the ChatGPT is at capacity right now. So what happens here is that we need to get notified when we are backed. So we want to get notified when ChatGPT is backed. You want to input your email in here, hit into submit, and we're going to be receiving an email confirmation that ChatGPT is now available. So as you can see, now we are able to enter here into ChatGPT. So what I need to do, like just right away, is to go into the sign in section. So I'm going to hit my account real quick. As you can see, we need to do this once again because we deleted the cookies, we deleted the passcodes, we deleted absolutely everything actually here into our browser. Hit into next and hit into next once again, and done. Now we are experiencing exceptional high demand. Please hang tight as we work on scaling our systems. So if I look for who was Albert Einstein, let's see if the OpenAI is going to be helping me to solve this issue. Now if this one takes a while, that might be the reason that once again, since this one is in development, there's a huge great amount of people who are using this application. So don't be discouraged, just try to be patient and give them some time in order to see that your application is working right away. But since we do have done all these things, so we can make the bugs from the chart of the OpenAI has been solved, the last thing that we just need to do is to wait a couple of minutes or even just like an hour or two till this application works correctly. It's still into the development. So I'm gonna be leaving you guys a link down below in the description so you can get this free account. You can start to work in here right away. Really easy and great application to use. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Good luck and have fun with this great application.